Welcome, folks, to No Bones About It. I think I'm having technical difficulties, but I really don't know. The video didn't play for some reason. Um, Dogs are going nuts. I know we got some rain coming in. If you can hear me, let me know. Um, Welcome, Jose. Jose, can you hear me? I don't know why the video just stalled out on me or not, but I don't know. I need to. I guess I can hear myself. Um, I'm showing up on the thing. I don't know. Okay. Well, folks, tonight is a Caffeine 1901 kind of day. Today's my last day of a semi vacation. I go, well, welcome, Miguel. Monty, welcome. So I'm going to smoke after second the Cafe Sumatra, my favorite cigar. It is up. It has got Doc Cafe up for Cigar of the Year from Honduras with Cigar Journal, I believe it is. I might be wrong about Cigar Journal, but I might be right. I can't remember. And then 1/3 of the Calibre. Jose has smoked these. I know he has, man. Guys, I'm glad to be back. Happy Labor Day, Marty. I promised last week I got I did the wheel for the extra nice prize pack, but I'm not going to tell anybody who won. I'm just going to mail it out and let them be surprised so they don't expect it. Quite a few things have happened. I've been batching it for over a week. I picked the wife up at the airport on Wednesday, barring any weather. And Jose, it looks like we got another semi-tropical storm coming in. I hope not. Man, I miss her. She's been gone, like I said, a little over a week, or just about a week now. We had a big day yesterday at Coast Cigar Company, 2420 Government Street. We had a Coast Cigar Company Fantasy Football League draft. I think I did pretty good. I took a lot of shit for taking a quarterback in the second round. It's a non-PPR league. But I wanted Patrick Mahomes. I got Patrick Mahomes. I'm not an Alabama fan, but I wanted Najee Harris as a running back. I got Najee Harris. I'm hoping so too, Jose. We got no money to fight them things, man. But this year, if you can get one of these, go on boutiquesmokes.com. $27 for the 3 twisted together. It's actually a kind of interesting story behind it. He explained it one day. I honestly asked him when he was on the show, do you smoke all 3 at one time, or do you take them apart? Apparently you take them apart. And the reason for these was back in the day, the factory workers can only take home 3 cigars. And the way they got around that is they made the Calibres. I don't even know what that stands for. 3 maybe? I don't know. They put 3 of these small cigars together, twist them together, and tied them. So you could take 3 of those home. So they actually took 9 cigars home versus 3. It is a pretty cool story. That's a great tasting cigar, Jose. So we made it through Hurricane Ida okay in this area. Not so well in the Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Slidell area. They all got pretty hammered. I hate to see that. But, it's a storm. Evacuate. Get out. New Orleans, they told you to evacuate. You should have left. I don't wish that on anybody, but I also go back to work tomorrow. I've been working from at home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday last week, so I don't really consider that work because it's a lot more relaxing. But I will be back in the office tomorrow morning and Wednesday morning. I picked the wife up at 10:30, and I'm going to take the rest of the afternoon off. But yesterday, I did well on the draft. I really do think I did well. I got everybody I pretty much wanted, except for Saquon Barkley. I waited too long on him, and I waited too long on Ryan Fitzpatrick from Washington. If you guys follow football, he's going to have a good year. I think he's going to have a good year. Next, if you watch college football, there was some okay games this weekend, but there were some two games that stand out, absolutely stand out, and it's on the TV right now. I can see it. Is the Georgia Clemson game. We were rooting on. Some of us are not SEC fans, but we're rooting on Georgia to beat Clemson. So I am not a Clemson fan whatsoever in the ACC. I want to see Dabo cry. And he looked like he was crying because it was 0-0 at halftime, and we never would have bet on that. And then for the final to be Boise State and UFC was a decent. They had a good comeback. Well, what's up, Caitlin? My baby girl's on the line. She was giving me updates in the Caitlin. This is for you. This is the other game of the week. Florida State, Notre Dame. I know my team lost. Everybody had them written off like they didn't stand a chance. But they made a couple of coaches. It was partly defense and part coaching. They came out. They were leading at half. They came out in the second half. Defense gave up 2 quick touchdowns. Before you know it, they were down 18, and everybody in the shop is just writing them off. It's over. It's done with. It's unexpected. This is what I expected at the beginning of the game. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. You got to have faith in your team, folks, because they came back. He put in Milton, and they came back. They played well. They played a great game. They took them to overtime, but they pulled the typical old Florida State and went wide left. Not very wide, but it was wide enough to not be in the middle of the uprights. And then they let the mistake he made there was I would have let it go. The kicker got up there, takes off, they call timeout, he boots it, 50-yarder, no good. I mean, it was good, but they called it no good because they called the timeout because they were protesting, challenging the call that it was an incomplete pass. They said it was a pass and a fumble, but it turned out to be an incomplete pass, which gave him another 12 yards, put him about the 38-yard field goal. Didn't work. The closer he was, the harder it was to kick, man. He should have left it right where he was at. A great showing by Milton, Jose. He played fantastic football. Gave us life for the season, man. But, there's only 2 games. It used to only matter that the only game that mattered, we can have a shitty season, the Seminoles, but as long as they beat Florida in the last game of the season, that's all that ever mattered. All that ever mattered. But now it's just like, if they can play Notre Dame like that, they should be able to play Clemson like that. Clemson is not as good as they were last year. Alabama is as good as they were last year. Clemson is not good. Folks, I don't know if I'm going to go the whole hour tonight. A little tired tonight. It's been a long day. It's hot. Whose mother? Milton's mother or Dabo Sweeney's mother, Jose? Jose is a faithful watcher and friend of the show. I talked about going back to work. We talked about the storms. Clemson. Actually, no, there's another storm coming up in the Gulf to the west of us, but we might get hit with just some rain, and I hope not enough rain to stop her from flying in on Wednesday. It's an early flight, so she should be okay, hopefully. My Yankees were sliding. Then they started playing great ball. They went a 13-game win streak. Whatever. They were 3 games behind Tampa Bay. Now they're in a slide again, and Tampa Bay is playing great. Tampa Bay is the hottest team in baseball right now. The hottest team. Folks, I asked a friend of the show to come on. I'm not sure if he can make it or not. It was a last-minute thing. I go way behind. I'm way behind on inviting people to come on and stuff. Um, that's my bad. It's hard doing 2 shows a week. I do this on my no bones about it on Mondays, and then I do the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge with Mort and Mav on Tuesdays, which we come back on next Tuesday, the 14th. We took just about a month and a half off in the summer. Way too long. President Bill! Oh my God, what's happening, Bill? I haven't seen him yet. We met him. We met Bill Comas at a... Tom, what's going on, man? At a cigar fest, Peter Anderson Festival 3, 4, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And dude, I'm telling you guys, if he doesn't look like President Bush, I mean like President Bush. I got pictures. I have to show you one time. I got to figure out how to download it to my laptop here and then share the page. I don't know how to do that, man. Tom, I was telling everybody, Jose, I had the names on the wheels this afternoon. I spun it. There's a winner. I'm not saying who won. I'm just going to mail the package out. I want them to be surprised, enjoy what they get in it. Hopefully, I'm sending some stuff that you don't have already. Yeah, it was a good time, man. He was Bill's wife was walking around the festival and he saw the cigars. She said, "Hey, can I come smoke with you guys?" He sat there for like 5 hours with us. I don't know where his wife was, but he just sat down and then he's from he lives a little bit about an hour away from here. Son lives in Ocean Springs. He comes into the shop here, occasionally picks up his cigars. We got some Oscars coming in, Bill. What else we got? We got last week, not the Saturday that just passed, the Saturday before, Boston Jimmy, friends of the show, sponsored the show. Speaking of sponsors, the sponsors of the show are, we'll do this real quick. We got the Stogie Press, which is ran and put together by Boston Jimmy. And those sponsors shows GTO Cigars out of Montgomery, Alabama, Doc Rodriguez. Those who know smoke GTO, 334-538-2949. I'll scroll across the top for a bit. Bill says he's been hooked on Stogie's episode. Bill, they're relaxing. Have you retired yet? You were in front of me, man. I put in for an upgrade to my position at work. I asked them the status. They said it will be done. We can't take longer than 30 days. It's been over 30 days. We sent the request on Friday for status. I'm hoping to have an answer tomorrow. If I got upgraded, I'm staying another 2 years. If they get upgraded, I'll be sitting at the cigar shop quite often, Bill. Quite often. I might just no plans. So good for you, man. I've been in the same working for the Air Force for 40 years, going on 40 years, man. 22 will be 39. I'll hit 39 years in February. Almost 40. That's long enough, I think. I got a retirement seminar on the 21st of September. You can go to those as often as you want between 3 and 5 years of retirement. And I'm under 3. Because I'm not going past 62 regardless. I mean, since working from at home, guys, I'll admit to you, work gets done, but Jose, you got a long way. That's not too bad. Well, not one place, Bill. I've been in multiple. I've lived in. When I joined, I went from March Air Force Base in California to Cheyenne, F-1 Air Force Base, Wyoming, to Osan in Korea, to Ramstein in Germany, to Biloxi here in '92. Got out for about 6 months. Came back, moved to Denver for a little over 2 years, then set out, time to get off the road, spent some time with the kids, then spent 17 years in Omaha for a total of over 38, almost 39 now. And I've been married going on 33 of those 39 years. What else we got? Anybody got any questions? Remember, I'm up for anything. If I go slow, I just ramble on. I'll only keep you guys for a half hour. I don't like wasting your time. We got football. We got baseball going on. I think Bill, I'm smoking a Calibre from Cafe 1901. It's kind of odd shape. That's because there's actually 3 of them that are put together and twisted to form like that. And I've already spoke, but the story behind it is the cigar factories back in the day, the workers can only take out 3 cigars, take 3 cigars home with them. So what they did was they came up with, I don't know how they figured this out. It's about as long as this one, the Robusto, but it's a little bit thicker than a Lancero. And they took 3 of them and twisted them together and tied them with ribbons or rope at the end to create 1 cigar, they said. So they could take 3 of those home, which they actually were smoking 9 cigars. You can get these at boutiquesmoke.com for the BCA. Doc Cafe has on it at $27. And they just, Jose will tell you, they're fantastic. Yeah, I never heard it put that way. Kind of like a Twizzler 3-pack. Jose, I'm thinking about taking a Friday or maybe the next 3-day weekend, maybe Columbus Day, and going up to Montgomery, spending a night or 2 with Doc Rodriguez at his cigar lounge up there. Yeah, go up on a Friday morning, spend Friday, Saturday there, and come back on Sunday. Easy. It's about a 4-hour. That's about a 4-hour drive from here, 3 hours from Mobile. I'll let you know. Yeah, he's one of the nicest guys I met in this business. Him, Doc Cafe, Kerr, Kevin from Cigar Prop, and Jess and Jen with Kerr. And I don't know if I showed last week, but I don't know if you guys have seen it. I had an acquaintance from the cigar, another brother of the Leaf that makes these. They're kind of cool. They're big, but it's a keychain that looks like a little cigar that's smoking. And it's got the Ash Hill Cigar Virtual Cigar Lounge sticker on it. And he took a sticker, and this one's really big, and made one of the No Bones About It. And whoever gets the prize pack in the mail, which I know who it is going to have one of each in there. That I could tell you, because that just slipped. I wasn't thinking. Or if I get enough interest in them, I'll have some more made and sell them. I just do that, guys. I just break even. I don't do it for the money. As long as I get enough to pay for the product and pay for the shipping, I'm good. Venmo, PayPal. I mean, for the price of these things, Venmo or what's that other one? It is Cash App. I couldn't remember. Oh my God, I can't believe I remember that. Jose, I bought that lighter tool from Cigar Prop. The lighter tool. Oh, you're talking about the bleeder tool. Yeah, the bleeder tool. He's got a new one coming out. He redesigned a 3-functional one. Because you know how some of the lighters have to turn the flame up and down. It's got the little straight edge slot for a screwdriver. It's going to have that on there and something else. So he got the prototype, and he's looking for a machinist that can make them, I believe. Unless he might have found one by now. But yeah, that's going to be another pre. He's up for, I think, Cigar Influencer on the same thing. I think they all come out on Thursday. Or is that, no, he might be in a different one. No, he's in a different one, I think. I don't know. There's so many different. Everybody's got one. Cigar Journal's got one. Cigar Snob has one. There's so many different awards things out there. You know, I don't know, but I did hear that K by Karen and Don Kiki Cigars killed it this past weekend at the Beale Street Cigar Festival in Memphis. I would have gone to that. I've been there with Bruce and Dave and Brian, but I couldn't do it. My wife was gone. I couldn't find the reason I ended up. I was scheduled. I had my flight set to go. I canceled the day after the storm because of the storm and everything. Just getting out of the hospital and everything going on. I'm glad I stayed because every day she's been gone, something's happened. The dog, the grinder pump. I don't know if you don't know what a grinder pump is. It's basically everything from your house. Toilets, sinks, showers, everything. Convergence is one pipe that goes out, usually like to a sewer, right? When this goes to a 96-gallon tank that sits in your ground, and say this is the ground, okay? It's about this high above the ground, 96 gallons, and it's got a big bubble top on it. So I go out of my truck and go in the shop the day before my wife leaves, and I hear this noise, and I'm like, "Oh no, that sounds like the grinder pump alarm." So I look next to the neighbor. "Take care, Bill. Nice seeing you, man. Thanks for signing on." And I go and I pull the wire out, turn the alarm off, open the cover, and I'm like, it's about that far from the top. And guys, we're talking about raw crap and just sink stuff and toilet paper, and it stinks. So it turns out I go to pick the float up with a bowl, a bar I have, nothing happening. So I called Junior Geis. You need anything done, Ocean Springs, Biloxi, Gulfport area, Goshen area, you call Junior, man. He comes, he's Johnny on the spot, Junior on the spot. And explaining what was going on. He's had some problems with these new pumps. These new floats and stuff. He goes, "We'll be out in the morning. I'll be right there." I said, "No." I said, "Junior, it's empty. I'm not going to use 96 gallons of stuff overnight. So just come tomorrow's fine." So he says, "All right." So he sends one of his technicians over in the morning. Fairly new kid, I think. And everybody makes mistakes. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. So a day or two after he fixed it, the toilets were not just flushing the way they should. I don't understand what's going on. It's taking forever to drain. Even plunger and like Drano and all that stuff. Nothing working. So the kid had put a new pump in. A new float and a new hose, because it looked like it was gurgling at the hose. It's not supposed to do that. So you got this grinder pump. I tell you, sits on the bottom. A little self-advertisement here. So sits up like this. Like this. And it's got a hose that comes out of it, say this way, it curls around and goes out, and that's what goes into the sewer. So what this thing does is it grinds everything up and shoots the liquid out to the sewer, which saves the city on processing raw sewage and stuff. All makes sense. They're not cheap. They run anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 a piece. So it's all fixed. He said it's working. Okay. So a day or two later, like I said, it's not the toilets aren't flushing. So it's like finally I said, let me go check the grinder pump just for S&Gs, shits and grits. I took the cap off. I went to take the cap off. I didn't have to. The bolts weren't back. There's 6 bolts that hold it down. Bolts weren't back on it. I opened up because I saw it was just pouring out at the top of it. So I turned it off. I turned the pump off. And then it settled down a little bit. But it was coming out. It was all over the place. So I looked. The alarm hadn't been hooked back up again. And the cover wasn't on. So I called Junior. He called me back about, an hour or so later. Very apologetic. I said, dude, it's not working. I said, something's wrong. I said, I came home, the float's not working. And the kid had forgot to turn the grinder pump back on. So stuff was just going and going and going. And that's when I drained it out. I kept it on and kept the float up and drained it and that's when I told him, no, tomorrow's fine. I'm not going to use, like I said, I'm not going to fill up 96 gallons of crap and shower water between now and tomorrow night. So tomorrow's fine. So I came back the next day and I came back from work and the kid was still here. The kid was apologetic and very sorry. There's all these little screws that you have to put the wire in the right screw for the alarm to work. For the float to work, and he put in the wrong. Put in the wrong one, so it never went on. He apologized. I said, it's all right. Everybody makes mistakes, man. There was no serious damage or anything. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I would have that night if I knew it wasn't working, but the alarm's supposed to be loud enough because we can't hear it in the house, but you can see the light from the outside and whatnot. But finally get that fixed. Then the guy comes to. We had a driveway put in by Lenny Flores of Ocean Springs. You need a concrete work done. You go to Lenny, man. The guy did a great job on the driveway. Now I call the guy in to build like a small retaining wall. It's gonna be about 2 cinder blocks high, and he came and dug it up on the long edge of the driveway, about 24 foot. Put the header in there with the sand bags of sand, and he said it'd take one day, but he finished the headers and then it took off. I was in the shower, and I haven't seen him since. I told the wife, and she says, "No, he probably took the Labor Day weekend off," which is okay, but say something. I don't know. I sent him a text at night, say, "Hey, I didn't get to talk to you, so I'm not sure when you're coming back, so I know to keep the driveway empty." I got 2 vehicles, so I'm gonna have to park one on the lawn, and I'll park my truck on the grass tonight when I come home, and leave hers in the driveway. I take hers to work in the morning, so the driveway's empty. I don't want to ding in one of the cars. I'm not saying it would, but I don't want to take any chances. I'm blanking, folks. I got gifted a nice cigar today by a good friend of ours, Scotty. Nickname Scotty Too Hottie. Everybody's got a nickname in the shop. He went to Destin for the weekend with his wife, Brittany. And apparently, my wife had gone there, that area before with the girls and spent a weekend there. And she went into a cigar shop that was selling Davidoff cigars with a Luke Bryan, a Davidoff band on it, and Luke Bryan on there. That apparently he collaborated with them on a cigar, and he signs the box. When you get done with me, folks, sign on to watch Kim Shahan of Cigar prop. I tapped that cigar. He just signed on. Facebook user, I have no idea who you are, but I love Destin too. Sign out and sign back in and click on the link below where it allows StreamYard to use your name. So I know who you are. Just go out real quick and come back in on the link. I like to know who I'm talking to so I can address them properly. But anyway, apparently he visits the cigar shop with Brian. And it turns out he actually is part owner with him and his friend. And he goes there quite often. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Because Destin's a beautiful place. The water's beautiful. The people are great. The cigar taxes are a lot less cheaper than they are here. Oh, God, I'm so sorry, people. So yeah, I'm gonna go. We're gonna talk to the girls about planning a couples. Susie, was that you, the Facebook user? I haven't seen Susie. She's still Newberry to me. She was a neighbor who lived around the block from us in Plattsmouth in Nebraska. Short Thing Cigars. Okay, Marty. Scotty said it's a fantastic lounge, man. I can't wait to see that. But Susie lived around the block from us, and she worked at the credit union or the bank with my wife. But then they moved to Oklahoma. The 3 kids, Cammie, Devin, and oh my God, Susie, I'm blanking. Oh, I could see her right. I'm looking right at her, man. But there's something I remember about Susie. She told me a story about some concert. I don't need to mention the concert because she'll just laugh. That always stuck in my mind with her. But I haven't seen her in be years. Nikki, I'm sorry, Susie. I just blanking. I'm looking right at her now and her and the kids, the husband and kids. Well, Susie's happily married in Oklahoma, I believe. We talk online every now and then, but we haven't seen each other in person in a long time. Susie, Davey's up in Nebraska right now, as a matter of fact. She's visiting Caitlin, and she went up for a good friend of hers. Caitlin was a bridesmaid in. We've known the girl since, her and Caitlin have been 12, 13 years old, so we've known them, known Erin Dugan, always be Ugan to us, but now Erin Van Nerding, beautiful girl, love her to death, married a nice guy, Scott. Scott, you take care of her. She's a good kid. But like I said, I was supposed to go on that trip, but everything went on. I couldn't break away between work and the storms, and we're flying another 2 storms now. It's been a busy season. By the time this season's over, we're going to have spent more money on storms and flown more storms than last year. And last year was the busiest season since I've been here, and they say the busiest season that anybody can remember. We flew at one time 4 named storms, which isn't easy. We only got 10 planes. The guys were overworked. I can't say underpaid. They get paid well, but it's a dangerous job. And I don't know how they do it, because when I got the job with them, I did some research on them, and at that time, Discovery Channel had a show, The Hurricane Hunters, and I did not know. I always assumed that they flew out the storm, flat it, went up, and came down inside of it. No, guys, they go straight through the wall. And that's got to be bumpier and more turbulence than I ever want to deal with, especially in the C-130. It's crazy. Crazy. Um, let's see. I really don't have much else. It was not a busy week by any means. Um, I usually like just to talk. It's a lot easier when I got somebody else to talk to. When you're by yourself, it's a lot harder. Last week went by pretty quick because Jose came on. I believe that is correct, Jose. And then once they get in, when they make it through the wall, then everything settles down and then they can read everything. But I think they're flying by the seat of their pants once they're going through the wall. There's just no way in hell I can do that. Not going to happen. My wife wants to get on a ride, but guys, hopefully I will have that box mailed Wednesday. So you should have whoever's gonna end up getting it. I can't say we'll get it by Monday or Tuesday. I'm looking at everything right there. I just got to find a box big enough to take everything, and I think I do. We got everything. We got anything from ashtrays to cigars to Drew Estate kits to VIP bags from just the bag, nothing else, just the VIP bag from the BCA event. Later, Tom, let me know what she says. It's never good when they go live. I don't think Biden knows how to do that. But we don't want to talk politics, right? But apparently, there's a new chant in college football that I didn't see in any of the games I watched, but I saw it online, and it was the F-bomb Joe Biden. F-bomb Joe Biden. And I mean, they were loud. That takes, I don't know, man. I didn't vote for him. I don't like him as a president, but I have to abide by what he says. I work for him. I work for the American people because they pay my salary. You guys pay my salary. Hopefully not for long. I thought about, I got dressed this morning. And it was a day off. I got dressed to work on the yard. I said, no, I got to go get something taken care of. I had to have my foot looked at. It's much better. It's almost healed 100%. And then I was like, I'm going to go do some food shopping at the Wally World. I went to Wally World, did some food shopping. Came home and said, I'm going to go work on the front yard. It needs to be. We haven't weeded it in, oh my God, since I think COVID started. It looks terrible. Just got out of hand. I got it partially done the other day. It's going to finish up today, but it's just way too hot. Then I said, I'm just going to jump in the pool and smoke a cigar underneath the pergola, or not the pergola, the canopy that we had built, the deck we had built. But as I was putting my suit on, all I heard was boom. It started thundering out. I said, the skies look dark, but it never did start raining. I thought it started raining, so I just put on some shoes and went to the shop to smoke one. Where I'm probably headed after this to smoke the Caffeine 1901. But I don't want to keep you guys much longer. I appreciate everybody signing on. I will go Facebook Live when I mail the package. I know I don't believe I got anything else coming in the mail, but folks, I appreciate it. Jose, as always, I appreciate it. Susie, thank you for signing on. Tom, always a pleasure, buddy. Marty, Bill, fantastic to see you guys every week. Come with questions next week, man. Any week. I don't know if Caitlin's still on. Miguel, thank you for signing on. But folks, thank you. Stay smoky and put some smoke in the air, folks. Thank you. I'll see you twice next week. Monday night with No Bones About It, and Tuesday with the virtual 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge. We will be back.